You know when you get that sneeze?
No.
Thank you, guys. You guys are all right in my book. Really? First of all, ask. Second of all, what are you chewing in the mic?
First off.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to a brand spanking news of home invaders. Today we are talking about The Walking Dead. Have you guys heard of The Walking Dead? I'm pretty sure you haven't.
No?
I've never heard of it.
You never heard of it?
No.
No, only the biggest extravaganza to ever be made by human hands at any one given point in time. You guys never heard about that?
What's that? What's that about?
Cut for a second. But you really guys never heard about The Walking Dead?
Oh. We're joking. We're joking.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with it?
I thought it was two.
I'm confused. Okay, keep rolling. Awesome. Before we get started on The Walking Dead, how's everyone's week been?
Good.
Yeah, it's been a pretty great week. The
Yeah.
weather's been nice. Had
Yeah.
get some good rainfall up here,
I'm
so.
liking that. I'm going out of town for my mom's birthday.
Oh, nice. Is that why your mom's coming to?
Yep, we're meeting up tomorrow.
I said, no, it was her birthday.
Yeah. And it was
So
rain last weekend too.
you said what? You
It was
celebrated?
rain last weekend, and
Oh,
now
how was
I'm
that?
this weekend.
How was it?
It was really fun. We went to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
We saw We Came as Romans at Parkway Drive, this metal band. I have a fat bruise across my side because some guy fell in a mosh pit and just elbowed into my side.
Oh yeah, you were telling us
Hardcore,
about that.
yeah.
You kept sending pictures to us.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't even
I had a few beers.
Just a few.
Nice.
Was I sending them to all of you guys?
I got a couple.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you were
Anytime.
texting us so late. I was like, what the heck? Makes sense now.
Yeah.
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 No,
It was a good time.
Good. I was actually pretty busy with midterms. I had a bunch of
Tis the
midterms.
season.
Yeah, no, I had a speech and stuff I had to get through, and then some members of the family ended up passing away. So
Oh.
yeah, which is why I'm kind of behind on putting out some of our newer stuff because I still have to edit the videos, and I have to edit a video for them for those family members that passed away. But speaking of passing away, The Walking Dead. Spoiler alert!
Big time.
Spoiler
Turn it
alert!
off
Big
now
time.
if you haven't seen the new
Yes.
episode.
If you are not caught up to season 7, episode 1, highly suggest that you stop watching. Once again, we're about to talk about spoilers that has happened. 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
Your
I'm
guy.
not gonna lie, I cried.
I?
I had a few tears run down. A little bit. I
For
was
which
so
one?
emotional.
For both?
No, I didn't
What do you
really.
mean?
Sorry,
What?
Abraham really annoyed the crap out of me.
What?
Mother dick. What?
How do you hate Mother Dick?
That,
But Tim and Joey have been saying that since that. My husband and my brother have been saying
Mm-hmm.
that since. Mother
Man.
Dick since he said that.
Man, how do you hate Mother Dick?
just all the wonderful substitutes for fuck that you could find in the dictionary, he gets them.
Yeah, you found them
And
all.
he makes them work.
Yeah, he annoyed me.
I think in the end he won because his last words were, was it suck my balls?
Yes, my nuts.
nuts. If I have the gracious to ever be able to say my own last words and know they're my last words, I would love them to be sucking my
You
nuts.
notice he threw up their peace sign towards Sasha as he went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. So Jeremy,
Yeah.
how do you feel? Are you a big Walking Dead fan?
I've followed it ever since this came out, man.
Yeah.
The worst part, is what do we call it? The sloth. If any of you guys ever watched the Goonies, you know who the sloth is. And unfortunately, they turned Glenn into the sloth.
Oh, that was so upsetting. Are you seriously was so upset? I really was.
But he had so much heart, though.
He
That's
did.
what I like about it. Like
His
they
poor
gave
pregnant
him.
wife sitting next to him.
That's just,
Are you talking about the part where he got hit in the head and then for
Just
like
ice.
And then
and then
again,
for like 10 seconds he was like mentally handicapped?
yeah, his eye just pulsated, had his own heartbeat going on.
Oh, his eyes all. I was seriously like freaking out. I was
And he
like,
was still talking. He was still trying to.
He's trying to touch me. He's gonna make me cry.
You know what would have been okay? So Negan himself, the way that he kind of runs like things is like he does things through intimidation. So he's always like trying to like, or what at least it seems like from this one episode that we've seen, is that he's trying to like use scare tactics, right? So how would it have been if like after that one hit he didn't kill Glenn, he just left him alive, and then just like for the rest of Glenn's days he just
That would have been so upsetting.
No, I think the thing is,
Don't laugh.
the thing
Don't
is, what
laugh.
they just make him his errand boy. They just
see, here's the deal though with Negan.
Negan needs his.
Get what, Jeremy?
Here's the deal with Negan though. And I adore this about him, as fucked up as an individual as he is, but he focuses on instilling discipline and fear into anybody that he comes into. But at the same time, he does have a sense of humanity, which keeps him driving and keeping people alive. And he does it really well.
What's his humanity?
He could have just left, Glenn just walking around like a little slave puppet for the rest of his life.
I bet Daryl feels pretty bad. Because if he hadn't got up and punched Negan, he said, if anybody moves, I'll kill another one.
Yes.
Daryl punched him and he killed Glenn.
Like, can you imagine just having to live with that guilt of, like, knowing that because you did something that was stupid or, like, just out of like, impulsive, that basically someone else just offed.
And I'm sorry, Abraham was not worth punching Negan.
That's messed up. I love that little.
I did not. It was so annoying.
You know what? Abraham is a charmer.
No,
Such a charmer.
Yeah, and it makes no sense why all these gorgeous women like
Abraham was the only lady killer in all of The Walking Dead. Yes.
No.
He was the only lady. You know why? Because he was a poet.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he was.
He's a poet and he knew it.
Name some of the. Jeremy's. I know some of the stuff he said. I know you know some of the stuff he said. Name some of the poetry that is Abraham.
Well, he finished off with lick my nuts or suck my nuts.
Suck my nuts, yeah.
So,
very poetic.
There's just so much poetic justice within those 3 words. Ridiculous.
This is not a PG episode talking about
My apologies.
Abraham. No, same with Abraham.
There's no PG.
But it's talking about him. He's so crude.
I think it was probably the perfect time for him to go to because his story arc was pretty much complete.
And he was already saying he was gonna leave anyway, so like he was leaving Alexandria.
No, he didn't, did he?
Yeah.
What?
I think wasn't he gonna leave?
Yeah, he and his
Sasha.
we're
gonna leave.
Yep.
I know that they were talking about possibly starting a family.
No, they were talking about leaving Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because of Rosita, but.
Nah, probably because he's about to get killed in the next episode.
And they were like,
probably.
That's most likely.
Yeah.
As normal tradition in Walking Dead fashion, they build up some character and then they have the character evolve and then they.
Well, see, and that's the really messed up part that I felt.
Yeah.
Because Glenn had just almost died already before the season ended. Like they cut it all off and had him left up under a dumpster and all suspense, didn't know whether he was alive or dead. Mm-hmm. And then they just kill him. Practically
so here's what
a few episodes later.
I read that's what happened in the comics. And Glenn wanted to really honor the comics, and he said it was time for his character to die because the comics were caught up where they were at. So I think he probably could have pulled the knot. He's such a big character. They probably could have kept him on.
Yeah, but
a lot of the comic book fans would have been really pissed about that, probably. But
I don't think so. I think everyone typically loves Glenn, and this is kind of a strike also to Asian actors in general. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was an honorable death to say that he died in a way where he was still showing his affections for somebody else.
Yeah,
and that is something that the actor Stephen Yeun also. Stated that if he had to go, he wanted to do it in a way where he would be living out a way that Glenn would be dying, and that would be for somebody else.
Yeah.
But Asian actors in general, they have a hard time like getting any kind of roles. So when he was specifically killed off of that episode, it's kind of interesting because like I can't think of another show that has many Asian actors that are portrayed on screen. Can you guys?
Not.
Fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat. That show is hilarious. But I mean, even that, it's poking fun at like what the only way that you can have all Asian cast is by having people fresh off the boat.
Yes, sir.
Pretty interesting. How do you guys feel about the hiatus of making us wait? What was it, like 5 to 7 months until we could find out who Negan actually killed?
Yeah, I didn't have to wait that long because I wasn't caught up, so I didn't have to.
Oh, can you? Okay,
I do
so
understand the struggle because Game of Thrones is going to take me like a 14-month break, and I am caught up with that. So.
Okay.
But it's annoying.
Okay. Also, you didn't have to live through that.
No,
That was
I didn't. I'm so glad.
torture.
Because I would have freaked out. I don't have much patience.
No, that was torture.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
sure.
goodness. Did you also like do last minute catch up?
No, I was already caught up. I mean, I did take advantage of the like week prior catch up that they provided on AMC, but I was already caught up. What aggravated me is that they made you wait till like 2/3 of the episode in just to figure out
It
really
was such a
who
stressful
died.
episode. I'm like, can we please just like go faster?
Show me-
Come on,
show me who did it.
I even said that. I was like, this episode just needs to go. Stop with the flashbacks.
bits, people.
Stop with the
That was confusing. Okay.
There's a lot of confusing
The
parts.
producers of the show start to like to fuck with people, and I think that it occurred a lot in the season 6 ending episode, or one they didn't show who they killed, but yeah, right off the bat, starting the next episode, they even said they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be resolved as soon as we get back in. We're just gonna go and continue off of where we left off, and it kind of did, but it still didn't answer the question of who Negan killed, and we did not find out for at least about like 2/3.
Yeah, most of the show.
Exactly. So
And you didn't even know there was a second person that was gonna die after the first motherfucker died. Like, damn,
I
Abraham.
was like, I'm so upset with Daryl. I really was.
Fucking damn.
Daryl, just calm down. Glad to be alive.
now, do you feel like they achieved what they wanted to by doing that?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think it made quite a statement. They stood up for the comics
Mhm.
too, so
Now, you didn't catch up until more recently, right?
like a month or two ago.
Did you hear anything about from anyone between then and when you
No,
started catching up?
no, because I'm not on social media very much, so
Mhm.
and I don't follow any of that stuff because I'm always behind, so I just don't follow things.
No problem. Jeremy, what about you? Did you hear anything?
No.
No, not at all.
I think someone tried lying to me saying that Carl was gonna die. But
I knew they wouldn't do Carl.
No, you can't.
Not
Carl.
cool.
Not Carl.
Not cool.
Carl
Cool.
was right here. Clearly.
Still alive.
Still
And
alive.
he was
Kicking.
dressed like he was in the last episode, look at the white.
You're very proud of that.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, I think as far as I don't know, cause I was pissed. I was super pissed when I found out that they weren't gonna reveal who killed Carl at that instance, and I was
Carl.
sorry,
I was like,
who Negan killed in that instance, and then having to wait like another 5 to 6 months. Because the first thing that went in my head, I was like, okay, fuck you producers, and also like this shit is gonna get leaked. I was like, how do you not think that at some point in time that there's gonna be people who actually live in the city that Alexandria takes place in?
In Georgia, no, have you not seen the talking?
The Talking
Talking
Dead.
Dead?
Yeah.
They keep that stuff on lock. They have to make contracts out the ass
Well,
so people
there's a-
don't leave.
Well, it's not from them, but I mean, there could be people who are inside their houses taking pictures from their windows. There's a website specifically made for the leaks from The Walking Dead.
That's ridiculous.
Well, and they said that they actually, you know how like in the flashbacks where Rick was having, where he was picturing everyone get hit by Negan's bat? They did that specifically in case there was any leaks so you wouldn't know actually who died. Everyone.
See, producer
Genius.
fucking with you.
Genius.
But it wasn't
Producers
great.
fucking
Well, because you'd be like, oh, well, they're all, this isn't right. Who really died?
It probably just took a turn with everyone beating the shit out of them so everyone could be confused.
Now,
I don't think maybe what if none of them knew? I don't know for sure, but what if like they set that up and did that? That would be genius so that they don't, at the end of it, the cast don't even know.
The cast did know though. They talked about it on The Talking Dead. They didn't know. And they were just lying over a long period of time. Which I mean you have to because you're contractually, supposed to. But no, I was pissed. Like I was not happy about it. Then coming back in, I also threw a Walking Dead party for the premiere, and you guys didn't get the chance to come, but it was super fun. We gave away like prizes and stuff for it. I gave away like Walking Dead like wall mounts and a Lucille Jr., which was a little bat about this big, right? And then I wrapped it with Christmas lights.
Oh my gosh.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys a picture later. But that was pretty fun. But like I love The Walking Dead in general, and like a lot of times I just don't agree with what some of the producers are doing. I just want to. Okay, I'm not gonna say I want to strangle them, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like you guys understand where I'm coming from. Like
there's frustration with them.
Exactly. So once we got back into the season premiere and like right off the gates, we're all on the edge of our seat, waiting to find out who Negan killed. And we're waiting, and waiting, and waiting.
We had to wait.
And waiting. Yeah, exactly. To the point where some of those flashbacks where they saw like the bat hitting different people, there were some people who I was with, I was trying to explain to them that wasn't actually what happened. They didn't all
Well,
just get
Negan
killed.
said, we're thinking about what could have happened. And
Exactly.
he's thinking about what could have.
Exactly. So some of that, the way that they ordered the shots makes it very confusing for some people because they still haven't revealed who was killed yet.
Right.
So then some of the people that was watching with me was like, wait a minute. Wait, so he killed everybody?
I had that feeling
I wasn't
too.
confused.
I had that feeling at first,
Yeah.
but
I
it
was.
still took a while to figure out exactly what they were going at. They set that up quite.
I wasn't.
Different.
No, I understood right off the bat.
That's good. Because not everyone felt that way. Though.
Okay.
But
You
yes.
you better be glad I wasn't here though, because I was like freaking out. I was like sitting on the floor, like under my blanket at one point, then flipping the blanket off, and then like
You should've
the
been
dog
here.
was like running away from
We
me.
would have had a whole support team system right there for you.
I really was like, yeah, I was loud.
Next time. Next time. But yes, but you actually have some listener mail from
I
people.
do. Yeah.
Woo!
So they're kind of some rhetorical questions, but I think they're good. One of them's a really good one.
Mhm.
It's a thinker here. Okay, so this one's from Amber,
Okay.
and she said, "Do you think Rick could have cut off Carl's arm? And would you guys, meaning us, could we do the same in the same situation?"
So going back to that scene, lay out that scene for us.
Where Carl like has the line drawn on his arm, on his left arm, and he makes Rick about to like chop it off with the hatchet.
Okay.
Negan says you're gonna need this later and hands him the hatchet. And if he didn't cut Carl's arm off, he was gonna kill everyone.
Okay. So to further explain that scene to our listeners, Negan was trying to break down Rick because he knew that Rick was the main leader.
Yeah.
So he's trying to break him down, and he's mentally trying to break him down. He's actually not physically breaking him down. It's more so just mentally.
Mentally.
So at the peak of it, after he already killed two of the other cast members, he ended up bringing Rick back to the group.
From that weird thing with the walkers.
Yeah, so after intimidating him some more mentally, brought him back to the group and said, here, you have this one choice. You have two choices. Either you take this hatchet and chop off Carl's arm. Carl's arm! Chop off Carl's arm. Or everyone here dies and you live and you get to live. You know, I'm going to keep you alive for a couple of years. For a couple of years. So you can stew.
On that everybody died.
That you couldn't chop off Carl's arm. Now Carl's gone. Okay. So back to your question, it was, what
She
would
said,
we do?
would we be able to do that?
Would we be able to do that?
Is that what the question was?
Yeah,
Would we be able to, us being Carl or us being Rick?
us being Rick. If we were in the zombie apocalypse and some person was making you chop your kid's arm off, just say it.
Since
Everyone.
I'm Rick,
You're Rick,
I'll
so it's an
answer this
appropriate question.
question. Give me your goddamn.
I actually almost drew a line on that.
That would have been smart.
Thank you. Tim said it was stupid.
No, that would have been smart.
Ah.
Okay. If I had to chop off my kid's arm, I don't have any kids, so this is kind of an unfair question because then I'd be like, hell yeah, I'll chop off my kid's arm. But if it came down to it, I probably would have handled it. You know what? If it came down to it, knowing that in the apocalypse, if you chop off someone's arm, that there's not necessarily, even if you have the best doctor out there, they still might not necessarily be
Carl's
prepared.
already made it for a gunshot wound though.
Well, does he really need more?
And he got shot in like the chest in like season 3 or something.
The first time when I first saw that scene, and I thought he was gonna chop off his arm, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna make him to like a freaking pirate. Like he's gonna have like no arm, eye patch, and then like gonna chop off a leg and he has a pig leg.
Like Herschel did.
Yeah, exactly. So but yes, going back to the question, we're dancing around it. Going back to the question, if it came down to me and I knew that the guy might kill everyone and my son if I didn't chop off my son's arm, I probably would have begged and pleaded, knowing that if I chopped off his arm, he probably still could have died. Excuse me. I probably would have offered myself like he did.
Yeah.
To chop off my own arm, and but I don't think I would be able to go through it now.
You don't think you would?
I don't think I'd be able to go through it. I'd tell him to take my arm instead.
Yeah, I know that there was no option. It was Carl's where everybody died.
Because if I chopped off his arm, it is very possible that he could have died. Like
He's gonna die anyways.
It's true. I would have a better chance trying to reason. I feel I would have a better chance trying to reason. Then what ended up happening? He ended up saying, no, don't do it. But I think I would have had a better off chance trying to reason with him than cutting off my own son's arm and then hoping and pleading that everything went all right. Jeremy, what do you
What
think?
about you?
You have a son, so this can hit more home to you.
I feel like if whatever choices I ever made put me in Rick's position, I would follow them to suit the same way that he did. However, I don't feel that
Rick.
I would be in Rick's position like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like that was
just would
such not a
happen.
Rick thing to do, to give in like that.
Nah,
And
I
but
just-
what else was he
yeah.
supposed to do? Like, I don't know.
He
was in a
do you
pickle.
guys believe, because I have my own thoughts about this, but do you guys believe that he would actually chop off his kid's arm?
I think he was going to.
No, here's the
That's what's part of
I
the
wanted to
question,
ask. Let me, can I please answer that now?
Yeah.
That's what I thought the original question was.
It was a
You gotta think about it. With Rick, he's a mentally fragile human being. And the beginning of the show, it started with him coming out of a coma. Coma is brain damage. Then you gotta go to it. Coma, there's loss of oxygen, brain damage is to occur. Then with his wife dying and passing away, the mental state that he was in there,
He
seeing
almost
her
lost it for a
scared,
second.
he did lose her for a minute, and that's more brain damage. That's his brain fucking with him. And then you move on to this now.
Carl getting shot in the eye.
Like-
or when his girlfriend got killed and like he went all ham on all those.
Just everything. This is, I mean, PTSD is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think
he's
he's done
like
his
had
thing.
it every which way possible and still survived. He would have done it.
And
Because that mental state, I can only imagine from my understanding of the way the brain works, but all that stuff is going to take effect upon, that person's brain and the way they now make, their logical decisions. He understood already after he got back into the RV, after having to swing on the man that was hanging from the bridge
Yeah,
to climb his
that's
way
crazy.
down, and then get his ass back into the RV with the hatchet, all that. he was prepared to do whatever it is to make the best alternative. He already known he was defeated.
Mm-hmm.
He still didn't really want to admit it,
Mm-hmm.
but he did.
Okay.
He submitted. He had no choice.
I think Carl takes a lot after Rick too. Like I know people give him a lot of crap, but like I mean, he killed his mom.
He did.
There's no
Like
coming back from that.
he delivered his sister out of his mom
And he killed her.
by cutting her open and then kill her so she wouldn't turn into a walker. Like that's hardcore. That's a Rick thing to do.
So maybe Rick was trying to get back at him.
No.
Maybe
Rick,
he was
I said
trying
it
to
was
chop
a Rick
off.
thing to do.
Maybe
That
it-
shit Rick
maybe-
would have done no different. I
Maybe
think.
Rick was trying to cut off Carl's arm, the arm that delivered
No,
the baby.
that doesn't sound like Rick.
No, that part doesn't.
I am Rick.
So, never mind. Excuse me. And I'm Carl.
Cool! Cool! But yes! Next question. I
Oh,
like that. Good backup.
okay. This one says, do you guys think Walking Dead will ever introduce a new kind of zombie?
No.
Like Walker? No baby walkers?
No.
Like, they're pretty set in their ways?
I think
We
there was
still haven't seen a crazy baby walker.
they addressed like certain things because there's the producers addressed certain things like bone walkers is what they said that they would never have, or like skeleton walkers,
Mm-hmm.
because they said that you need they base their fiction off of a reality, so that if I forget what other movie had it, but they used to have zombies that were like just straight up skeletons, but they said that they would never have that simply because there's no muscle support in order to move freely. So as far as specific, I think they'll have like stuff like they had like the whale walker who was just like bloated from water.
I was convinced that Lori was gonna, when Judith was born, that she was gonna be a walker. That was my theory through that entire. Everybody was
I remember
what happened.
thinking that too.
That was my like. I was set on that. I was honestly wrong. She's not. She's not a walker.
She's dead.
Lori's dead now. But I'm saying the baby is not a walker.
Oh, you thought the baby was
Where
in
Yeah.
the
is
water?
the baby? I didn't
Ew.
see the. I didn't
She's
see
been-
the
and
baby.
she's back in
Alexandria.
Alexandria.
Probably Carol.
Back in Alexandria.
Carol takes care of a lot.
But I
Like
think
we
there'll
know
be,
them. We talk.
yeah. There's like themed walkers. There'll be like themed walkers, but I don't think they'll be like over the belt. Like there is a bat walker, like a
dog walker.
dog walker. Yeah, like
You know,
it-
if you've never seen animals, like
it's
deer
because
or
the animals
anything.
can't catch the disease. I don't
Except for the
No, but
horses,
you
I
never-
would have thought that the horses could have caught.
But you know, I'm saying you notice you never see them. You don't ever see deer or anything.
There were
There's
was there a
horse.
deer? Daryl caught squirrels.
There's
Horse-
a deer
horses.
when Carl got shot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was a deer
Which time?
when
The first
Carl got
time.
shot.
The
Remember?
first time
First
by
he
what's
got
his
shot?
face? What was his name? Darren.
Oh, how do you remember that? It's like from season 2.
I know. That was the first time he got shot.
Well, how do you remember that guy's name? He was like in 3 episodes.
Was it Darren?
I don't remember.
It's something like that.
Something like that.
Hmm.
At Urschel's or wasn't
At
it
Herschel's, at their
Herschel's, there you go.
farm.
Nice.
Their first time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. Okay. In The Walking Dead, there's a whole bright rainbow of different kind of characters, right? Who would you say your personality is closest to?
I think of Maggie.
Like Maggie?
Yeah, I feel like she gets things done. Yeah, she's nice. I'm nice, right? He knows his face. No, but she's like, people like respect her and they listen to her, but yet she like steps back in authority and like, but she steps up when she needs to. I don't know.
I
I feel
feel
like I
like
would do that.
I feel like she's gonna be making some big steps too in the
I think
future.
so too.
Like she was probably the only one who she just lost her husband,
Mhm.
and she was the only one who's like, you know what, fuck these
And you
guys.
started to stand
We're gonna
up.
fight back. Yeah.
Yeah.
While Rick was just like,
Sit
Maggie,
down.
Maggie, you're prego.
Yeah, that's how that would.
Oh yeah. So that's cool. Okay. What about you,
think Morgan.
Morgan?
Morgan.
No.
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 Ah,
I
no.
tried.
Because
No.
you're Zen.
Huh?
Because you're Zen.
I mean, he doesn't
No,
want to
she's
kill
so
people
annoying.
though. He doesn't want to kill people.
Yeah, well, that's not
Okay.
realistic, okay?
90% of people who don't kill people don't want to kill people.
Who is he
Shit,
most like?
I-
Let's figure out who he's most like.
I don't know. I kind of think, no. Shit, I don't know.
Aaron. Aaron.
Hey,
Are
Ron.
you,